Most of the time, if someone thinks you're homeless, they're not really trying to talk to you at all. If they would take the time to talk to some of us out here, they would see that it's a whole hell of a lot different than what they really think.
The definition of camping is that you have to have a house that has 4 walls in order to go camping. We aren't camping. We're surviving, and just barely, most of us. We have people like you that bring us food, bring us water.
Hey, Erica.
And we are so grateful for that. You really don't know.
Does anyone want food or water? Hi, my name is Marcella, and I started this outreach program about a little over a year ago. The reason why I started is because I would go out to the protests for the Black Lives Matter uprisings that was going on last year. And during the time when I would go protesting, I would bring protest aid, food, snacks, and water for the protesters and the unhoused. I help the unhoused community by providing them their basic day-to-day items that they need, sanitary supplies, food, and water, to help them get through the day until they can get the resources and information that they need to help them get back on their feet.
The way I became homeless was the man I was living with, he kind of flipped a gear, I guess you could say, and the last time I saw him, he had me on my knees, execution style, in our front yard, and he chambered the shell and he pulled it away just at the last minute and still shot it off. I was that close to death. And I grabbed my purse, I grabbed my dog, and I walked out. That was it.
In 2014, a cop came from behind me with his gun drawn, unannounced. Anybody that see that, fight or flight. Yeah. So like, I just reacted, not even knowing who that was, and realized I ended up hitting him. And it was a Compton sheriff, so like, okay, I ran and they beat me up, and that messed me up. I lost my job at Chevrolet, and I was staying with my brother for a little bit, and he got Section 8, and I couldn't stay with him because I was a felon. And I had to, find a way, and I couldn't find a way, but I ended up being homeless.
I lived for 19 years with my boyfriend, and he passed away in January of 2017. And I was able to keep the house for like a year. I tried to work out a deal with the landlord, was unable to keep it after that because I didn't have the money to pay for the rent. And I moved down to the tunnel, which is the 710 freeway and the overflow for the riverbed, basically.
I've been on and off the streets since I was 15, 16. When I came out here in 2011, I started out on the riverbed. My dad had a tent out there, and that's where I started. From there, man, it's been an up and down battle ever since.
It's hard out here. You wouldn't treat the people in houses like this. So why are you treating us like this? They've got all their car payments, their house payments. What happens when that money stops?
We can bring this because I know a lady said she needs clothes. Okay. What size are you in jackets? 2X.
Extra large.
Let me see. And then I have this case of water for you guys. Right here.
Thank you.
Yeah. There's water for you guys.
We got water one time up at Drake Park. It was poisoned, it was tainted, and people were getting sick. They had a ban on the water there and everything, so that cut off our water supply. So we had to find another one.
Oh my gosh, I used to go up every day. I have gallon jugs, and I put those into the 5-gallon jugs just to try to clean myself every day, and I had to get them from a water fountain. So I'd stand there for about an hour and a half to get 3-gallon containers full of water. The whole time being stared at. The restrooms, they lock them, and then people get angry because you go outside, but if you can't get in a restroom, where are you supposed to go? People look down on you because you're dirty or whatever, but what are you supposed to do about trying to clean up if there isn't any place to clean up? You know what I mean?
At the MSC, it's mandated to get a caseworker before you take a shower.
Yeah.
Like, why I got to be mandated to get a caseworker? Like, what if I don't need a caseworker? Like, what if I just need to take a shower and go get an interview? Like, the place is helpful, MSC is helpful, but it's like they make it hard for people out here on the streets to like even try to go forward because like they make you jump through all these loops just for something like a shower or an ID, they make it harder and waste time. Like we don't have no time out here. We don't have no time out. We can't waste nothing out here.
Even once you got it, you still have to jump through hoops. You have to go in and report every day, look for jobs every day, which is, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but when you're in the streets, that's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to get from here all the way to Compton to a GR office to look for work. And it's like, well, how the hell am I supposed to do? Oh, well, we'll give you bus tokens. In order to make it there before they close, now mind you, I've already been up for 2 days because I had to stay awake and, you know, keep my shit safe. So now I gotta get on the bus, stay awake on the bus, get to where I'm going, all before they close, go in. Yeah, I mean, man, it's hard to do when you're out here. It really is.
I had actually never been to the multi-service center, but I had called there several times, and basically they just told me that I could come in and they would see what they would do or whatever, and I didn't know where to get there. I don't know where to get off the bus. I don't even know which bus to take. They weren't very helpful. And I had contacted the law enforcement to try to get help from them. They just came out and told me I needed to go to the multi-service center. This person would say to go to that person, and that person would say to go to another person. You know what I mean? But nobody was really doing anything, so.
If it weren't for the ones that I've been blessed with in my life today, then man, I don't know where I'd be. I really don't. Honestly, Christine is the only one who I've actually been able to get help.
My name is Christine Berry, and I have my own charity, which is Ashley's Homeless Fund with 2 E's. I send people home on buses. I put people in emergency motel rooms. I find ways to put people in rehab and sober living, to get jobs, to put people to work, and help people reintegrate into society. Part of my problem is that we don't have rehab that they can access. We don't have sober living that they can access.
The medical attention is needed out here. It's needed a lot. Set up a little tent or something so it can help somebody get like a physical or some kind of like.
Or say, set something up at the park. Let us come and meet halfway. Doctors could, you know, donate their time or whatever, or even use it as their own office
The
time.
whole system is set up to make it impossible, unintentionally, but to make it impossible to allow them to be successful. It's set up to allow the bureaucracy to be successful and to get lots of grants and lots of money coming in. But I'm having trouble finding the people who really understand how it is to be that person who needs help, and you're making it hard for them to get it, or you don't understand. Because a good percentage of the time people come in and do outreach and leave and say, come to the multi-service center, and they don't come back. Marcy comes back. Marcy knows these people by name. An awful lot of people just don't. And the people on the streets kind of go, well, okay, that person did their, you know, good deed for the day, and now they're gone, and they don't really care about us. Being cared about really makes a difference.
Were you the one that said you needed gloves? Did you say you need gloves? Was it you? Yeah. Yes? Yeah. Oh, I have gloves for you guys. Okay. I remember someone over here asked for gloves. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. People need to realize that these people are humans too. They have emotions just like you and me, and they want to feel some type of connection with society, because we as a society alienate them. So many people don't say hi when they talk to us. So many people look past them like they're not there and they're invisible. Just have compassion and put yourself in someone else's shoes and think about what they're going through.
I need my glasses. I could barely see. So like, and a lot of people think I'm mean or I'm walking around mad dogging, and I'm not. I'm trying to see who you are.
Yeah.
This dude, like, he noticed that, like, actually, he didn't even know I was homeless. Like, I was fishing, and he's like, oh, we was talking. He said, man, you cool, man. Then after that, like, later on that day, he seen me come out this tent, and he kept riding past. I was like, oh, he must be busy. And later on that day, I seen him in Vines. And I said, hey, what's up, man? He didn't say nothing to me. Nothing to me.
Yeah.
Like, he just, like, looked at me like I was, like, some kind of dirtbag, like, kind of, like, and kept walking. And I'm like, wow, like, for real, you gonna judge me because you see me coming out of a tent? Like,
Yeah.
really gonna judge me off because I'm homeless? Like, come on, like,
I walked into CVS and I'd already been having problems at CVS. Every time I went in there, they searched me. They never found nothing because I don't steal. But I bumped into this lady when I walked in. I heard her at the front talking about somebody had taken her bag. And so I knew she must be referring to me. So I went to go up and say something in my defense. And she said, "Dump your bag on the floor right now, lady, or I'll be more than happy to let one of the employees here look in my bag, but I'm not going to dump my bag on the floor because then she's just going to say, that's mine, and that's mine. You know what I mean? So I tried to show my bag to one of the people in the store. They told me that I was being detained, and I was like, okay, you know what I mean? Because I didn't do anything. She said, "I'm going to sock you if you don't dump your bag." And I said, "Well, then you're going to have to sock me." And I turned my eyes and turned my head, and she reached me and got a gallon of bleach and poured it over the top of my head. My skin was like burning, my eyes were burning, and nobody did nothing in the whole store. No security stepped in, no employee said, "Please don't do that. Step away from her, ma'am." No, "Do you need a towel?" No, nothing. You know what I mean? And they detained me before that happened. Told me I could not leave, you know? And I didn't do anything but just walking into the store, you know?
Society needs to learn to not be judgmental on the unhoused and give them a chance and talk to them and treat them like they're human beings so they can get on their feet and not be struggling.
Me, I'm just a little nobody,
But you
you know? But I am human.
Yeah.
You know, I am a person.
Yeah, you are.
And we deserve to be heard too.
The majority of people out here, they want better for themselves and they want a chance and a shot. And that's the biggest thing, is someone giving you a shot.
And like I said before, somebody like Marcy coming out, bringing things, listening to how they feel and what they need, and then coming back with what they asked for is huge, because that's how trust is built. You really have to get to know these people to appreciate them. And most people don't find the time to do that.
When you're out there, you always need water and food, of course.
Bedding's a big thing.
Shampoos, soaps, toothbrushes, everything you get at a hotel.
Socks are key. Clean socks, clean, dry feet, important.
A couple of sleeping bags. You can get sleeping bags on Amazon for $20.
During the summer, we pass out items like water, cooling towels, portable fans for them to stay cool in their tents in the hot heat. And now that we're transitioning over to winter, it's very crucial for them to have socks, sleeping bags, emergency blankets, tents, anything that's going to keep them warm during the 40-degree nights that are going to be happening in the next couple of months.
But we get people like you that come out and actually listen to us. And that's really something.
Yeah.
I mean, we really appreciate that. Somebody taking the time to treat us like a human. Some of us forgotten what that's like.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
It
really
feels good.
have.
It feels like somebody really cares, you know what I mean? Somebody that's just not trying to shuck you off or drive you out or make you go away or, you know, hide you maybe somewhere, you know? It can't be hidden. No matter how much you try, the problem's got to be solved, not hidden.